Hello everyone, this is Mahashivratri Sadhana, day 4. So I've skipped a few days and you haven't seen me for a while. And all sorts has happened. And today I wanted to recap the phrase, I am not the mind, I am not even the body, from another perspective, which came up this morning. So I would say that I have kind of one mental boundary that I'm dealing with at the moment, or issue. And it's funny because even with that there, quite close to the front of my mind, the physical practices that I've been doing with the Mahashivratri Sadhana and Surya Kriya and everything, it's still doing its job. And I've been finding, particularly over the last couple of mornings, that I'm getting a lot of that kind of shaking feeling. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, everything's releasing and aligning and the energies are moving a lot. And I used to think that this wouldn't be able to happen so much if there was something mentally blocking you. But if you are not the mind and if you are not the physical body, then it's almost like they're not really related, and they can be things on their own, and basically the yoga still works. So yes, at the moment I feel a little bit like the jailer. So I've got my stripy top on with the bars. I feel a bit like I'm my own jailer and I'm holding on to this thing that I need to let go of. And I was seeing it a bit like the Olympics, where you have hurdles and they have lots and lots of hurdles that they have to jump over. And I feel like I've jumped over a lot of hurdles in the last 5 years, I suppose, since my episode. And I feel like I've got one big one here to just jump over. And once I've jumped over it, I just feel like there won't be any more left. And I feel like that's the last one. The last big one anyway. I'm sure there might be other little ones there lurking behind that I haven't noticed yet. But yeah. And I just need to find, there's never a right moment to jump over one of these big hurdles. And I feel like the time is coming very close and it needs to be resolved. And I've got ideas on how to go about it. It's just about putting it into place and finding my inner confidence, I suppose, to deal with it. I was at a talk yesterday, and some of those people might be watching this, and I was the one giving the talk. I'd never done anything like that before. I was talking about my bipolar experience in the most beautiful old Bath building in Bath, with that lovely light-coloured stone. And all these lovely faces waiting to greet me. And I didn't have really any fear or any nerves. I was just ready and prepared to say whatever came out my mouth, really. I did prepare it the night before, but I think a couple of years ago I would have been extremely kind of scared or afraid, or just felt like that would have been way too much out of my comfort zone to do something like that. I've had so many wonderful responses from Robin's sister, who forwarded on emails to me about how brave I was to be so open and honest with my story and my history and my experiences that I've had with mental health illness. I'm just glad that I was able to share that, and for people to see what it was like a little bit. Obviously they didn't experience what I've experienced, but that I was able to openly express what I'd been through. Yeah, Something else that came up, I went for a drive to Cambridge to see my 2 nephews and my sister and their family, and just a moment that I wanted to share, and that was me reading to the boys when their parents were in the garden planting trees. And it's not very often that I'm around really young children, and they're going to be 3 in April, and their speech and their talking is just amazing. But the thing that struck me and reminded me just of that kind of pure unconditional love, that there is no boundaries with them. They don't have those yet within them, being so young and so gorgeous. So they were sitting either side of me, they're twins, and as I was reading and holding the book like this, they were just kind of holding on to my arm with their little hands on both sides, and kind of every so often kind of squidging up on the sofa and getting closer to me. And it's just so lovely, just feeling that I don't know, there's just no barriers with them. They want that closeness, and they want that kind of, you know, you can see that they feel the love. I certainly had a lot to give to them, and it was so nice to feel it back. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see them again in a not too distant future, and I hope they enjoy their journey to Papua New Guinea with their parents and go and explore the world and see it for what it really is like. And yeah, I wish them all the love that I can give them. Yeah. So I think that's probably about it for today. I hope you enjoyed my Mahashivratri Sadhana roundup of the last few days, and you can always press the like button, and you can subscribe if you wish to my channel to hear more about yoga and my life generally. We're going back to France on Monday, which I'm really looking forward to, going back to my house and my garden and my life, and continuing on with whatever that might bring to me. So namaskaram everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.